Are your legs betraying you when you need them most? Do you feel that burning sensation climbing just a few stairs, or that overwhelming heaviness when you try to take a simple walk around the block? What if I told you that the very foods sitting in your kitchen right now, the ones you believe are keeping you healthy, are actually stealing your leg strength day by day? You wake up each morning hoping today will be different, that your legs will feel strong again, that you will not have to grip the handrail just to make it up the stairs. But instead, you feel that familiar weakness, those painful cramps that strike without warning, leaving you wondering if this is just what getting older means. Here is the shocking truth that the food industry does not want you to know. The leg weakness, the constant fatigue, those nights spent massaging away painful cramps, they are not just signs of aging. They are warning signals that specific foods, and even certain vitamins you have been told are essential, are systematically destroying your muscle strength and robbing you of your independence. Today, we'll expose the 15 most dangerous foods lurking in your pantry and reveal the 2 vitamins that are secretly sabotaging your legs after 60. But more importantly, we will show you exactly how to reclaim the power in your legs and get back to living the active life you deserve. Every single item on this list is actively working against your leg health right now, and you need to know which ones are doing the most damage. Let us start with number 15 on our countdown of leg strength destroyers. Sweets and sugary desserts might bring you a moment of pleasure, but they are launching a devastating attack on your leg muscles every time you indulge. When you consume these sugar bombs, your blood glucose levels spike dramatically, triggering a cascade of inflammation throughout your entire body. This inflammation does not just stay in your bloodstream, it travels directly to your leg muscles, making them sensitive, painful, and weak. The sugar surge also increases insulin resistance, which means your muscle cells cannot properly absorb the nutrients they desperately need for strength and repair. Your legs become starved of essential energy, while inflammation eats away at muscle tissue. The extra weight from regular sugar consumption puts additional strain on your already weakened legs, creating a vicious cycle of pain and deterioration. Instead of reaching for that slice of cake or candy bar, choose fresh berries or a small piece of dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa. Your legs will thank you for making this simple switch. Moving to number 14, we have fried foods, those crispy temptations that are absolutely devastating for your leg circulation. Every bite of fried chicken, French fries, or fried fish introduces harmful trans fats and damaged oils directly into your bloodstream. These toxic fats clog your arteries and reduce blood flow to your leg muscles, starving them of oxygen and nutrients. Poor circulation means your leg muscles cannot repair themselves properly after daily activities. They become chronically inflamed, stiff, and prone to painful cramps. The lack of proper blood flow also means waste products build up in your muscle tissue, creating that burning sensation and deep ache you feel in your calves and thighs. Replace fried foods with baked, grilled, or steamed alternatives. Your leg circulation will improve dramatically within just a few weeks of making this change. Number 13 brings us to white bread and refined grains, the silent destroyers of muscle mass. These processed carbohydrates might seem harmless, but they are quietly stealing your leg strength with every meal. White bread, white rice, and processed cereals spike your blood sugar just like candy, triggering the same inflammatory response that damages your leg muscles. But there is something even worse happening. These refined grains are completely stripped of the B vitamins, magnesium, and protein your muscles need to maintain their strength and size. Without these essential nutrients, your leg muscles begin to waste away, becoming smaller and weaker over time. This process, called sarcopenia, accelerates dramatically when you regularly consume refined grains. Choose whole grain alternatives, like quinoa, brown rice, and whole wheat bread. to give your leg muscles the nutrients they need to stay strong and healthy. If you are learning something valuable about protecting your leg health, please hit that like button right now and let me know in the comments below by typing the word STRONG if you are committed to making these changes for your legs. Your engagement helps us reach more seniors who desperately need this information. Number 12 takes us to alcoholic beverages, and the damage they inflict on your legs might shock you. Alcohol acts as a powerful diuretic, flushing essential minerals like potassium, magnesium, and calcium from your body. These minerals are absolutely critical for proper muscle function and preventing cramps. When they are depleted, your leg muscles become prone to painful spasms and weakness. Alcohol also interferes with protein synthesis, the process your body uses to build and repair muscle tissue. This means even if you are eating enough protein, your leg muscles cannot use it effectively to maintain their strength. Regular alcohol consumption also damages your liver's ability to store glycogen, the fuel your muscles need for energy, leaving your legs feeling weak and fatigued. The inflammation caused by alcohol affects your entire circulatory system, reducing blood flow to your extremities and making your legs feel heavy and sluggish. Number 11 reveals processed meats as major contributors to leg muscle deterioration. These convenient foods like hot dogs, sausages, deli meats, and bacon are loaded with sodium, nitrates, and other preservatives that create chronic inflammation throughout your body. This inflammation specifically targets your muscle tissue, breaking down the proteins that give your legs their strength. The excessive sodium in processed meats causes your body to retain fluid, leading to swelling and stiffness in your legs. This edema puts additional pressure on your muscles and joints, making movement painful and difficult. The nitrates and other chemical preservatives interfere with your body's ability to deliver oxygen to your muscles, leaving them weak and prone to fatigue. But here is where it gets truly alarming. Processed meats also contain advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, which accelerate muscle aging and contribute to the loss of muscle mass that makes your legs feel increasingly frail. Choose fresh, unprocessed meats like grilled chicken breast, lean beef, or fish to give your leg muscles clean protein without the inflammatory chemicals. Number 10 brings us to instant noodles, those convenient meals that are absolutely devastating for your leg health. These ultra-processed foods are loaded with sodium, unhealthy fats, and chemical preservatives that create inflammation throughout your body. A single serving can contain over 2,000 milligrams of sodium, nearly your entire daily limit. This massive sodium load causes immediate fluid retention, making your legs feel heavy, swollen, and stiff. The refined wheat flour in instant noodles spikes your blood sugar and depletes your body of B vitamins essential for muscle function. The artificial flavors and preservatives interfere with your body's natural healing processes, preventing your leg muscles from recovering properly from daily activities. The lack of real nutrition in instant noodles means your leg muscles are essentially starving for the nutrients they need while being flooded with inflammatory chemicals. Number 9 reveals industrially made cakes as serious threats to your leg strength. These mass-produced desserts are loaded with trans fats, high-fructose corn syrup, and artificial ingredients that create a perfect storm of muscle-damaging inflammation. The trans fats specifically target your circulatory system, reducing blood flow to your legs and preventing proper muscle nutrition. The artificial preservatives and chemicals in these cakes interfere with your body's natural detoxification processes, allowing inflammatory compounds to build up in your muscle tissue. This creates chronic pain, stiffness, and weakness in your legs that gets worse over time. The empty calories in these cakes also contribute to weight gain, putting additional stress on your already weakened leg muscles and joints. Subscribe to our channel right now and turn on notifications because what I am about to reveal about the next items on this list will completely change how you think about everyday foods you probably have in your kitchen at this very moment. Number 8 takes us to ultra-processed cheeses. And the damage they cause to your legs is more severe than most people realize. These artificial cheese products are loaded with sodium, artificial colors, and preservatives that trigger inflammation throughout your body. Unlike natural cheese, these processed versions contain virtually no beneficial nutrients for your muscles. The excessive sodium causes fluid retention that makes your legs feel heavy and swollen. The artificial ingredients interfere with your body's ability to absorb calcium and magnesium, minerals that are essential for proper muscle contraction and preventing cramps. Without adequate minerals, your leg muscles become prone to painful spasms and weakness. The inflammatory response triggered by these processed cheeses also affects your joints, making movement more difficult and painful. Number 7 brings us to industrial ice creams, those frozen treats that are silently sabotaging your leg health. These mass-produced desserts combine the worst elements of sugar, unhealthy fats, and artificial ingredients in a single devastating package. The sugar content spikes your blood glucose and triggers widespread inflammation, while the damaged fats clog your arteries and reduce circulation to your legs. The artificial flavors, colors, and stabilizers in commercial ice cream create additional inflammatory stress on your body. Your immune system treats these chemicals as foreign invaders, launching an attack that affects your muscle tissue. This chronic low-grade inflammation prevents your leg muscles from repairing themselves properly and accelerates muscle loss. The combination of sugar and artificial ingredients also disrupts your body's natural hormone balance, interfering with growth hormone and other compounds that are essential for maintaining muscle mass as you age. Number 6 reveals milk chocolates as significant contributors to leg muscle deterioration. While dark chocolate can have health benefits, milk chocolate is loaded with sugar, unhealthy fats, and artificial ingredients that damage your leg health. The sugar content creates the same inflammatory response we have discussed, while the processed dairy and artificial flavors add additional inflammatory stress. The combination of sugar and damaged fats in milk chocolate specifically impacts your circulatory system, reducing blood flow to your extremities. This poor circulation leaves your leg muscles starved for oxygen and nutrients while waste products build up, creating pain and stiffness. What makes this even more concerning is that many seniors turn to chocolate for comfort, not realizing they are actually making their leg problems worse with every bite. Choose dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa content if you want to satisfy your sweet tooth without damaging your leg health. Number 5 takes us to canned foods, and the hidden dangers they pose to your leg strength might surprise you. While canned foods seem convenient and sometimes healthy, most are loaded with sodium and preservatives that create inflammation and fluid retention. The high sodium content causes your body to hold onto excess water, making your legs feel heavy, swollen, and difficult to move. Many canned foods also contain BPA and other chemicals from the can lining that interfere with your hormone system. These hormone disruptors affect your body's ability to build and maintain muscle mass, contributing to the gradual weakening of your legs over time. The processing required for canning also destroys many of the nutrients your muscles need, leaving you with empty calories that provide no benefit for your leg health. But we are just getting started, because the next items on this countdown are foods you probably eat regularly, and the damage they are doing to your legs is about to shock you completely. Number 4 brings us to filled cookies, those seemingly innocent treats that are launching a coordinated attack on your leg muscles every single day. These processed snacks combine refined flour, sugar, artificial fats, and chemical preservatives in a devastating combination that destroys your leg strength from multiple angles simultaneously. The refined flour spikes your blood sugar just like white bread, triggering inflammation throughout your muscle tissue. The artificial fats often partially hydrogenated oils, clog your arteries and reduce circulation to your legs. Meanwhile, the chemical preservatives interfere with your body's natural healing processes, preventing your leg muscles from recovering from daily activities. But here is what makes filled cookies particularly dangerous for seniors. They contain advanced glycation end products that accelerate muscle aging and make your legs feel decades older than they should. The artificial flavors and colors trigger additional inflammatory responses, creating a cascade of damage that affects not just your muscles, but also your joints and connective tissue. Your legs become stiff, painful, and increasingly unreliable. With each cookie you consume, replace these processed treats with homemade alternatives using whole grain flour, natural sweeteners, and real ingredients that actually nourish your leg muscles, instead of destroying them. Number 3 takes us to monosodium glutamate, commonly known as MSG, a flavor enhancer that is secretly sabotaging your leg health in ways that will astound you. This chemical compound, found in countless processed foods, creates excitotoxicity in your nervous system, disrupting the signals between your brain and your leg muscles. When you consume MSG regularly, it interferes with your body's natural neurotransmitter balance, making it harder for your brain to properly control your leg muscles. This leads to weakness, poor coordination, and that frustrating feeling that your legs just will not respond the way they used to. MSG also triggers massive inflammatory responses throughout your body, specifically targeting muscle tissue. This inflammation breaks down the proteins that give your legs their strength, while interfering with the repair processes that keep your muscles healthy and functional. The excitotoxic effects of MSG also damage the neurons that control muscle contraction, leading to muscle twitches, cramps, and that burning sensation in your calves and thighs that seems to come from nowhere. What makes MSG particularly insidious is that it is hidden in hundreds of processed foods under different names, like hydrolyzed protein, autolyzed yeast extract, and natural flavoring, so you are consuming it without even knowing it. Read labels carefully and avoid any processed foods containing these hidden sources of MSG to protect your leg muscle function and neurological health. Number 2 reveals processed breakfast cereals as major destroyers of leg strength, and this revelation will change how you start every morning. These colorful boxes sitting in your pantry are loaded with sugar, artificial colors, preservatives, and refined grains that create a perfect storm of muscle-damaging inflammation right at the beginning of your day. The sugar content in most breakfast cereals exceeds that of candy, spiking your blood glucose and triggering inflammatory responses that affect your leg muscles for hours after eating. The artificial colors, particularly red dye 40 and yellow dye 6, create additional inflammatory stress that specifically targets muscle tissue. The refined grains are stripped of all B vitamins, magnesium, and other nutrients your leg muscles desperately need to maintain their strength and function. Instead of providing morning energy, these cereals actually drain your muscle reserves and leave your legs feeling weak and fatigued. But the most shocking aspect of breakfast cereals is how they disrupt your body's natural hormone balance, interfering with growth hormone and other compounds essential for muscle maintenance and repair. Choose steel-cut oats with fresh berries or eggs with vegetables to give your leg muscles the protein and nutrients they need to start the day strong. And now we reach number 1, the single most devastating food for your leg health after 60. Sugar-sweetened beverages, including sodas, fruit juices, energy drinks, and flavored waters, are the ultimate destroyers of leg strength and mobility in seniors. These liquid sugar bombs deliver massive doses of fructose and glucose directly into your bloodstream, creating inflammatory responses more severe than any solid food. The liquid form means these sugars bypass your normal satiety signals and flood your system with inflammatory compounds that specifically target muscle tissue. Regular consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages, accelerates muscle loss, reduces circulation to your extremities, and creates chronic inflammation that makes your legs feel constantly painful and weak. The artificial ingredients in these drinks also interfere with your body's natural detoxification processes, allowing inflammatory toxins to accumulate in your muscle tissue. The most terrifying aspect of sugar-sweetened beverages is how they accelerate the aging process in your muscles, making your 70-year-old legs feel like they belong to someone who is 90. But what I am about to reveal next will shock you even more than everything we have discussed so far. The two substances that are causing the most damage to your legs are not foods at all. They are vitamins that you have been told are essential for your health. Now, we'll expose the two worst vitamins that are secretly destroying your leg strength and causing those painful cramps that keep you awake at night. The first vitamin that is sabotaging your legs is excess vitamin A. Yes, you heard that correctly. While vitamin A is essential for vision, immune function, and cellular health, taking too much of this fat-soluble vitamin creates serious problems for your leg muscles, especially after 60. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at metabolizing and eliminating excess vitamin A. When you consume too much through supplements or fortified foods, it accumulates in your liver and fatty tissues, creating a toxic buildup that affects your entire muscular system. Excess vitamin A interferes with your body's ability to absorb and utilize magnesium and calcium, two minerals that are absolutely critical for proper muscle function and preventing cramps. Without adequate magnesium, your leg muscles become prone to painful spasms and weakness. Calcium deficiency leads to bone demineralization and joint problems that make your legs feel unstable and unreliable. The toxic buildup of vitamin A also creates inflammation in your muscle tissue, leading to chronic pain, stiffness, and that deep aching sensation in your legs that seems to never go away. Vitamin A toxicity specifically affects your skeletal muscles, causing weakness, fatigue, and poor coordination. Many seniors taking high-dose vitamin A supplements experience muscle pain that they attribute to aging, not realizing that their supplement is actually causing the problem. The excess vitamin A also interferes with protein synthesis, preventing your leg muscles from repairing and rebuilding themselves properly. This accelerates muscle loss and leaves your legs feeling increasingly frail and unreliable. Instead of taking high-dose vitamin A supplements, get this essential nutrient from a balanced diet, including colorful vegetables, leafy greens, and moderate amounts of dairy products. Your body can then regulate vitamin A levels naturally without creating toxic buildup. But the second vitamin is even more shocking because it is the one vitamin that almost every senior is told to take for bone health. Yet it is secretly destroying their leg strength in ways that will astound you. Excess vitamin D, particularly from high-dose supplements, is creating widespread muscle problems in seniors that are being completely overlooked by the medical community. While vitamin D is crucial for bone health and immune function, taking too much creates a condition called hypervitaminosis D that specifically targets your leg muscles. When you consume excessive amounts of vitamin D, it causes your body to absorb too much calcium from your diet and supplements. This excess calcium does not strengthen your bones as you might expect. Instead, it begins to calcify your soft tissues, including your leg muscles, tendons, and blood vessels. This soft tissue calcification makes your leg muscles feel stiff, burning, and prone to painful cramps. The excess calcium also interferes with magnesium absorption, creating mineral imbalances that affect muscle contraction and relaxation. Your legs become unable to function properly, feeling weak during the day and cramping painfully at night. Hypervitaminosis D also affects your kidneys, reducing their ability to filter waste products from your blood. This kidney dysfunction leads to fluid retention and swelling in your legs, making them feel heavy and difficult to move. The excess calcium in your bloodstream also affects your nervous system, interfering with the signals between your brain and leg muscles. This leads to poor coordination, weakness, and that frightening feeling that your legs might give out when you need them most. Many seniors taking high-dose vitamin D supplements experience muscle pain, weakness, and loss of motor coordination that they attribute to aging, never realizing that their supplement is actually causing these problems. The kidney damage from excess vitamin D also worsens leg swelling and muscle weakness, creating a vicious cycle where your supplement is making the very problems it was supposed to prevent even worse. What makes this particularly tragic is that many doctors recommend high-dose vitamin D supplements without proper monitoring, not realizing they are creating muscle problems that will rob their patients of mobility and independence. Vitamin D supplementation should always be medically supervised with regular blood testing to ensure levels remain in the optimal range. Never take high-dose vitamin D supplements without medical guidance, as the consequences for your leg health can be severe and long-lasting. The optimal approach is to get vitamin D from moderate sun exposure, fatty fish, and properly supervised supplementation based on your individual blood levels and medical needs. Now you understand why your legs have been feeling weaker, more painful, and less reliable. The foods you thought were harmless, even healthy, have been systematically destroying your muscle strength and mobility. The vitamins you believed were protecting your health have been creating toxic buildups that affect your leg function in devastating ways. But here is the profound truth that changes everything. Once you understand what has been damaging your legs, you have the power to reverse much of this damage and reclaim your strength, mobility, and independence. Your legs are not failing because of age alone. They are responding to the toxic burden you have unknowingly placed on them through diet and supplementation. By eliminating these muscle-destroying foods and properly managing your vitamin intake, you can begin to restore your leg health and get back to living the active life you deserve. Subscribe to our channel, created to help you become healthier with higher quality of life. If you want to continue receiving our best videos for your health, please subscribe now and turn on notifications, helping you achieve optimal health. And vitality is our mission. But is that all? What other hidden dangers might be affecting your health in ways you never imagined? What other solutions can transform your vitality and independence after 60? The answers await you in our upcoming videos. If this video has opened your eyes to the hidden dangers destroying your leg health, please consider leaving a super thanks to support our mission. Your financial help allows us to bring you more incredible revelations and life-changing health information. This support helps our channel reach further and impact more lives with the truth about health that everyone deserves to know. Until next time, we have your back, and more importantly, your legs.